It is early in the morning, it's about 7:20. We left from Interlaken, took a train to Spitz. Here we're switching to another train to go to Start. Interesting twist in the story. I slept through 2 train journeys and 1 bus ride up a hill. We went from one city to another, and then the last train got off at a city called Start. There we got onto a bus and came up a hill to see Glacier 3000. So we're on a cable car right now, heading up to Glacier 3000. We got up here to the glacier. It's super chilly. It's also really high. We're up in the Swiss Alps right now. There's a ski lift back there which we're thinking about going down, and there's like dog sledging and a ton of stuff we could do down potentially. And I was really worried about my shoes, so I rented a pair of these snow boots, super pricey. But then very often this happens where I feel cheated because of all the capitalism around me, but then it benefits me so much that I just don't feel that guilty anymore. The views is there's also a roller coaster here which is usually on, but apparently the winter was a little too tough and it's shut for now, so that's kind of a bummer, but it's alright. I'm quite pumped. Also, Tissot chooses Virat Kohli to advertise and put on their advertisements here in Switzerland too, and I think that's insane. It's amazing how impactful Indians are. The golden line train or whatever we took had Ranveer Singh on its outside. It's crazy. I love how impactful Indian cinema and Indian industries are around the world these days. It's freezing. We're on the ski lift right now. It's ridiculously freezing cold. There's people skiing and snowboarding, and it looks like tremendous fun. I've been skiing before, but it wasn't exactly a disaster. It was just not enough for me to go skiing again. I mean, I did meet with a little accident, but I'd still go skiing again. Come back for a dedicated ski trip. But that looks like a crazy amount of fun. So we're walking. I don't know what the exposure situation is. Hang on. So we're walking across this, I don't know if we're technically on the glacier right now or what, but we're on a snow-capped mountain. There is apparently a fun park here where there's supposed to be activities and stuff, but I see nobody except for a gigantic Guju family behind me right about there, which is cool. Don't get me wrong, from yesterday's this thing. I think it's totally alright. Keeping to its trend, Switzerland is not commercial at all in each one of its tourist endeavors. We got off that ski lift and just walked a hell of a lot in complete solidarity. We're completely alone. It's incredible. There's just a bunch of skiers going down the slope. Later we run into these boards that say do not leave the run in a bunch of other languages, and apparently there's a restaurant, the Glacier restaurant, this way. It feels like walking into a random abyss, but it just is what it is, and we'll keep going and hope that we get somewhere. Going back up the ski lift now to get lunch upstairs. Hopefully get lunch upstairs. We just got lunch at this super fancy restaurant on the 4th floor here in this building, and the view is spectacular. Talk about lunch with a view. My god, this was amazing. So I wouldn't normally be so protective of my shoes, like replacing them with snow boots and all of that, because I really like living my shoes up. Like, it makes me happy to, like when I went paragliding. Let me just set things straight. Those human races are my first ever pair of like fancy sneakers ever that I paid for myself, not denying any of the family privileges I have, and the triple white shoes. I could like be protective about them and care for them and all that, but the idea of experiencing the shoes means a lot more to me. Straight from the time I played Holi in them, because that's what they were made for, to seeing them from the sky up while paragliding. I'd like to do that now too, but the snow just get it all wet and I'd be unwell. So here on the lift down, we crossed some extremely steep slopes where you'd only see very few skiers like that. So ski slopes are basically divided into red, blue and black, if I'm not mistaken. I think red being the beginners, blue being intermediate and black being extremely professional slopes. All the other slopes where we saw like a ton of people skiing were I think either red or blue, and these black slopes are where we'll only see one odd, and it's so steep and dangerous, and it's insane what these guys are doing. It looks so cool from up here. That over there is the story of a woman who did like a run across the glacier, which is ridiculous. Did you see what she was wearing? I was barely okay, and I could barely feel my hands. I can't imagine how she did that. So that first cable car brings you down to this space where you get into another one and takes you all the way down to the base. So we just got off the cable car and we're waiting for our bus to get here to head back down to the city of Start. G-S-T-A-A-D-T. Start. Also, I bought myself a super cool souvenir. It's a little box that moves with like air moving through a couple of sound filters. So you flip it over and the little object falls down here. Flip it back. Finally got back here to Interlaken and the weather is spectacular. The sun's out. It's like the good kind of warm. I think it's the first time in 5 days that I'm roaming around outside in just a light t-shirt, and it feels great. I'm walking back to my hotel now, have a little bit of work to catch up on, probably eat something and then go swimming and step out for dinner. That's just tentative though. So we got back from the glacier, it was sunny as hell. Now it is 8:47 in the evening and this is how bright the sky is. It's super dope. It's getting a little chilly again, but again because it's so warm in the afternoon, it's a really nice kind of chilly now. And it is my last day with this beautiful view. Makes me a little sad, but I'm also happy to leave. Going to some place very exciting tomorrow. I'm sure it's going to be very exciting for those of you who watch the vlog regularly. For those of you who don't, it should be exciting. Anyway, I'm pumped. I think now there's just gonna be a ton of packing to do. Okay, what's up? It's currently 11:40 in the PM. I've got done with family dinner and then I was sitting on my laptop and getting work done. And the time has come for me to pack. I hate packing, but I need to pack. For the record, this would be packing bag, unpacked clothes and such, worth 15 days. So it's quite a task. Let's just get to it. This is basically all my stuff that I need to fold up and organize into the bag. How? I have no idea. Good. But that was kind of tiring. But I focused and got it all done in one go. And with that, we come to the end of another interesting day. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to drop a like if you enjoyed it. Tell me what you want me to do differently. I'm traveling throughout Europe. If there's any suggestions you guys have, make sure to leave them in the comments below. Feel free to hit me up on my Instagram at Vedulamba, or my Snapchat, Yanna Poda. Don't ask about that. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe also. Subscribe. Peace. Bye.